Jalen, as a defense, you guys, I think, only gave up 202 total yards, net yards of offense, held the Panthers to 3 points, and there was something like 2 of 10 on third down. What do you feel like was working especially well for you guys as a unit yesterday?
Mm, Not sure. We just played sound defense. Everybody did their job, did what they had to do. That was that was really it. Wasn't no secret recipe or anything like that. I don't think so. We just
And
focused.
and when we were talking to Nick after the game, he mentioned how Ernest's tackle of Christian McCaffrey near the sideline was a tone-setting play, and you obviously had a pretty good hit on him as well. How would you describe the energy that you guys feel from plays like that? When they're made and the impact those have.
I think they're important plays throughout the game. I think there's game changing plays and then there's tone setting plays. And there's a little bit of a difference in between those plays. Um, like we define game changing plays, at least in the DB room is like turnovers. Those can change a game, but we define like tone setting plays is like mad plays. It's like super physical plays. Just a play that's gonna set the tone, right? So we always try to be one of the two or both in our DB room. So when other guys do that as well, it just helps. It helps out. So we definitely had some times where throughout the game, throughout the entire game, honestly, where guys made some big plays.
Thank you.
Jordan.
Hey, Jalen. Happy bye week to those who celebrate. The 3rd and 4, the TFL that you made on Christian in space. I don't know that I've seen a lot of people make a wrap like that on Christian when he's in space. Can you take us through what you saw pre-snap, at snap, and then moving through the play itself?
I played off a little bit. I kind of played at the sticks. I noticed they were just hunting to move the ball, not really hunting for big shots or anything like that. I don't think they really threw the ball past 10 yards of air time of like ball in the air. So I was reading the QBIs at the sticks, and he was pretty quick to go to Christian as they were all day. So I just triggered when I saw him release the ball and made the hit.
And then through the course of the game, Bobby mentioned yesterday in the locker room that especially after the first quarter, it was pretty clear that their plan was just going to be to try to feed Christian however they could and work in the flats and all of that. When you guys, understanding that's probably what you thought they would be doing coming into the game, but when you see it happen in real time, what are the adjustments like? And then how is the spacing conversation happen when you're also evaluating where he's at and how he's moving when it's going to be like a spam game in that regard?
We knew he was going to be featured throughout the game, and they came out and they did exactly that. Regular in-game adjustments. But it is, the game turned out to be what we thought it would be for the most part. So I don't feel like we had to talk too much about it. It just came to life, and then we just focused from that point on.
And then last question for me, and thanks for taking a follow-up. I know you guys are split in the locker room during halftime when you guys are going through your plans and your adjustments and stuff, but are there ever any points where people kind of cross that bridge and address the team as a whole, and especially in emotional times, and galvanize the team, and what's your experience with that?
Yeah, for sure. I'll talk about that a little bit on Straight Off the Press, so you should check that out when that drops tonight, and get a little insight on that.
Nice plug. Do you want to expand on that a little bit here as well?
No, I think everybody should just watch Straight Off the Press and talk a little bit about leadership, and have a good guest on there that's all we'll enjoy this week. So when that drops tonight, I think y'all should tune in.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Gary. Jalen. Thanks for doing this today. Just wanted to ask, as you're over the course of your career, has the way you spend the bye week changed at all, or what kind of do you like to do during this time off, and has that changed at all as you've gone on in your career?
Me personally, I try to just make sure I'm taking care of my body. So like any type of treatment or rehab that I may or may not need. And like I still like I like working out and running and stuff. So I'm still get that in a couple times this week. I'll do my Pilates and stuff like that a little bit more this week instead of like actually lifting heavy. And I'll shoot home to Tennessee for at least a few days just to see my brother and his fam and my pops and grandparents and uncles and all of them just for a little minute, maybe get a couple good home cooked meals and stuff like that. But no, I just spend time with my kids. I mean, when I first got in the league, I ain't had no kids or nothing. I was, living a life out here. So I was moving around. I was going to like New York, Miami. I was doing all types of fun things when I first got in the league, my first couple of years. But now I'm just, I cherish my time with my family, especially my daughters.
And coming back out of the bye, what do you think that you guys need to do to kind of just, get on to a consistently, winning games consistently as you move towards the latter part of the season?
Just focus on each game, week by week, not worry about anything else. We just got to be focused week by week. Feel like, that's what successful teams do. That's what we've done when we've been successful, is just focus on that week in its own. Yeah, I think that's all we have to do, really. I don't think it's anything special. There's no like secret or special recipe. You got to just stay focused and be connected as a team.
Thank you.
All right, and we wrap up with Greg, then Sarah.
Hey, Jalen, Darian Kendrick played every snap yesterday, and he's got a lot of responsibility for a 6th-round pick already. How do you see him adjusting to this being thrust on him early in his career with T. Hill out?
I think he's done a good job. And I think he's battling some things that all rookies battle, like, just being a little off or being this close to making a play. And I think he will make those plays, in the future. And I'm happy, that I'm usually never happy for like an early bye, but it's coming at a good spot right now. And then hopefully we get some guys back from injury. And I'm glad that he's been able to play and get a lot of experience, because it'll help us in the long run, I believe. And we getting other guys back. So now it's going to be competitive, and we're going to have to really push each other and put the best guys out there each and every week. So we're going to have to practice hard, challenge each other, compete with each other, within each other, and support each other. And then if injuries happen down the line, we know that we have multiple guys who have experience playing. So I'm actually very happy that not that anybody got injured, but that, a bunch of different guys are getting the experience, and I think that'll help us in the long run, honestly. But I've been pleased with the way he's been playing, and more so than anything, like his mindset is great. He has the exact mindset you want a defensive back to have: short memory, regardless if it's a good play or a bad play. And he's a dog, so he's somebody I like being out there with.
You mentioned the other thing I was going to ask you. What are the advantages and disadvantages of having an early bye week? You guys have one of the earliest ones in the league this year.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on the season, I guess, for whichever team it may be. I think an advantage for us right now is that, we have so many injuries, and we're going into the bye fresh off a win, 3-3, in a good spot, so we can, play for the lead of the division when we get back off the bye. Gonna get some guys back from injury, hopefully. So I think it's coming in a good spot for us this year. But it can always be different depending on different teams and their scenarios. So it's very situational how things go. But I think it's coming in a good spot for us this time. So I'm happy about it.
Cool thing.
Wrap with you, Sarah.
Jalen, you had a sack again yesterday. What's the reaction from your teammates on the sideline? And do you still get one, or do they just expect them from you now?
Hold on, I'm trying to see you. I can't even see you on this John.
There you go.
Camera on?
I just put it on.
Oh, you ain't got to put it on. I was just right, my bad. You ain't have to put it on. No, it was cool. It was cool. I definitely still get a little reaction out of them. Just because it's just funny that I've been, playing and haven't gotten sacks. Now I got 2 in a row now. So yeah, I definitely still get a reaction out of them. They're super happy for me, and I'm happy as well. And I also, you feel me? I talk about this a little bit on Straight Off the Press. So, just like I told Jordan, if you want to tune in to Straight Off the Press, I talk about it a little bit. So that's going to be dropping later on YouTube, all uninterrupted channels. So y'all tune in to Straight Off the Press. I got a special guest on there this week that y'all gonna enjoy, like I said. So yeah, y'all tune in.
Thanks, Jalen.
Hey man, we appreciate you, Doug.
All right, y'all. I don't know if y'all got a bye week or not, but enjoy whatever you're doing.